my co-host in a minute, but let me tell you what my social media handles are, @Inu_S across all social media platforms. You can find me there and we can have a good conversation. Philip is my co-host for today. How are you doing, Philip?
And I'm doing good.
I love your shirt.
Oh, and I love your outfit
Thank
as well.
you so much.
It's a Friday, it's a holiday, people are sleeping, people are resting.
Sleeping, they're watching us. They're watching us from their homes.
Yeah, from their homes,
yes.
from their homes,
yes,
from their homes.
Yes.
And I just want to say that people who are moving from their homes to other places should just be careful. I witnessed a road crash this morning.
Oh, no.
On the Fanco and Storm Highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means I must have missed it.
Yeah, you may have missed it. So I think that people should be should be careful on the roads. It's a Friday, and some people will be wanting to go out and enjoy themselves or have fun and all that. But take care, drive safely, please. We need you alive. We need you alive. It's a new year, 2026. So you want to end the year seeing everyone that we are starting the year with. So please don't make sure that you are driving carefully. But how is your Friday going to be like today?
You are here. I work. So we are work. So it's work.
It's work, yeah? Okay, good.
It's work. And then I have a show tomorrow as well.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday, Breakfast Daily Weekend. So you can join Jude, Duncan and I on that show. We'd love to have you join us. Today's a packed show.
Yeah. We have a lot.
We have a lot.
We have a lot.
We're going to talk about some HIV/AIDS issues with the Ghana AIDS Commission. And I'm surprised at the particular region that the numbers are going up.
Ashanti region.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense there. But anyway, we'll bring you that later on the show. But let's start with this. I'm sure that the Eat Ghana Rice campaign, which is ongoing, you would want to join that campaign because it's very important that we would eat what is produced in Ghana. So the flies on the screen, Eat Ghana, Build Ghana. Eating Ghanaian isn't just a choice, it's a movement. So this is in partnership with Agri Impact Limited, MasterCard Foundation, 24-hour economy. And this is what we are pushing here at City 97.3 FM and ChannelOne TV. Don't just talk patriotism, taste it. Eat Ghana, build Ghana. We had Food Glut not long ago last year, where we had the issue of people, the farmers producing and they're not getting people to buy, or it's not moving. But this time around, in order for us to support the agric industry, we are asking that you would eat Ghana and build Ghana as we are pushing that agenda here. So please, if you go to the marketplace, grab made or say produced rice in Ghana, and you can use it for your motuo, you can use it for your jollof rice, you can use it for your wache, your fried rice, your plain rice. You just have to know how well to cook it and enjoy it. Oh,
yes. And you forgot rice water, another of my favorites.
Yeah, rice water.
I remember that anytime you eat a made in Ghana product or you eat Ghana rice, you're supporting a farmer somewhere in Ghana who needs your support to continue to be able to farm his produce and cut them here for all of us to enjoy. So yes, kindly do eat Ghana rice.
Very important. So today's a holiday, so definitely if you go out there, you want to do some rice and stew, you want to get
it's the Ghana rice.
Ghana rice. So
but then again, don't forget that while you're on the move, the ChannelOne News app is live and interactive. You can go there. And for all your news happenings in and around Ghana and also across the world, you can find that on the ChannelOne News app. Go to the Google Play Store and download it, add it to your home screen so that you can be abreast with what's happening in the news in Ghana.
So talking about the news today, I think the newspapers, they are rested. It's a holiday.
They are on a holiday.
They are on a holiday. But let's bring you what is on the news portals, that is the online portals. We are starting with the citynewsroom.com, and Kwaku Kwarteng is telling President John Dramani Mahama to take hard economic decisions without fear. And also, this is Ghana's industrial fishes sector face imminent collapse. This is coming from Matthew. I think it's Richter Matthew. Also, detention alone doesn't mean justice. This is from private legal practitioner Martin Pebu to Ken Oforiata. And also DVLA no mandatory digital registration deadline for pre-2023 vehicles. So this is coming from the DVLA. There has been a communique out there that if your vehicle was registered before 2023, you should go back to DVLA and get it done digitally. So that is the communique or whatever the DVLA has brought out. But what they are saying, no mandatory digital registration deadline for pre-2023 vehicles. So as of now that we know, there isn't any deadline as to whether it's going to take this time of period, 6 months or a year. So make sure you go to DVLA today to get your vehicle digitally registered if you do the registration before 2023. Mahama, government to award major textbook contract to Ghana Publishing. And this is very good when the president yesterday visited some media houses, went to GBC. President John Dramani Mahama, we are inviting you that you would come and visit us here at ChannelOne TV and CTFM. That would be a big one because yesterday when he went to GBC, it was a very big one. They later went to Graphic Communications, and at Graphic Communications, a video I saw that I was really touched with was when the market women marched up there to see the president. And we're like, oh, and I think that is good because the president, when he went to GBC, mentioned that he was trained as a journalist and he understands what we go through to get the information out there and the kind of work we do. So it's good. At least
it would be nice to have him
to have him pass through when we're on the morning show like this, that he passes through, we give him a place to sit and we can have a brief conversation with him. So President Mahama, this
over
one
to you.
We are throwing invite to you. So let's run to Class Media applauds Mahama over interdiction of Ghana National Fire Service officer who assaulted journalists. And Ghanaian scientists launch AI telehealth to expand healthcare access. Ghana Publishing on course to become a leading printing brand. This is from President John Dramani Mahama. And also, Mahama hails Ghana Publishing earlier adoption of 24-hour operation. Very important. I think that the 24-hour operation this year must really manifest. And how do you feel that you are driving late, let's say within the hours of 9 to 10 or 11, you get a flat tire or you have a problem with your vehicle,
you're in trouble.
And there is no one to fix the vehicle.
It's happened to me before,
yes, everybody's asleep.
It's happened to me before on the motorway. I almost had a mini heart attack. I was so scared. I was stuck in my car. I kept calling people who I know live close by so that they could come help me change my tire, at least hold a light so I could change my tire. And a motorbike drove by and then he reversed.
Oh, really? You were scared?
I started saying my Hail Marys. Because I didn't know who he was or whether he was coming to rob me or whether he was coming to attack. But he helps me.
He helped you?
He helped me.
But though he did, but as the help was ongoing, you were still scared?
I was still scared. I mean, I sat in the car throughout the whole thing. The only time I got out was to open my boots for him because he was finding it difficult so that he could take out the jack and all the equipment that they needed. So the minute I went back into the car and I locked myself, which is funny to me because I don't
went out.
But yes, thank you to that good Samaritan. He wouldn't even let me take his number or nothing.
Well, that was an angel
in
sent
disguise.
in
because
human form.
There's nothing on that stretch past, I think, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And it's dark as well.
And I think the 24-hour economy that the government really pushed during ahead of the 2024 election should manifest. We've seen that you said, though it's not going to be compulsory, private entities would want to join and government sectors would want to join. But if it's done in such a way that it becomes sort of, there is this incentive given to private entities to join, it's going to help. And also we intensify security. Because that evening or that time, people were skeptical, people were thinking, okay, fine, so where's the security coming from and all that. But if you are able to assure them that we are going to protect you so you can open your shops or you can operate, it's going to help.
I think giving them tax incentives will also be nice.
I know the pharmacists, they do 24 hours. Some health centers do 24 hours. But the vulcanizers, we need them 24 hours. We need the car electrician 24 hours. We need somebody.
Because you don't know when your car will go and leave you. That's true.
And you don't even know when you need something major. Aside even the car issue.
Yeah.
Maybe you are going somewhere, you would have to, you have limited time. You'd want to let your was a hairdresser fix your hair for you because you went to work, you are late, and you've gotten home late, but the next morning you have an event to attend. So you understand? So I think that all these things is going to ease the pressure that we have on the government in terms of creating jobs and all that. Anyway, let's move on. So DTech restores recognition to, that is ICAG, that is accounting, Ghana Chartered Institute of Accounting, Ghana. Also, Senate approves 10% increase in pension payment for 2026. We won't tolerate misuse, waste, or indiscipline. This is Mahama tells the police. And I want to read the story later on the show because yesterday the president gave out some vehicles to the Ghana Police Service, and also the comments I really saw under that post, I was asking myself, so Ghanaians are really taking notes. You know what they said? They said they should drive the vehicles very well. They should be very careful in driving the vehicles they are being given. So the government will give vehicles to the Ghana Police Service, and you see officers driving recklessly just to see them at the next watch joint. Park there
with the siren on, especially when they see traffic.
So no, are you running out? Are you clearing the road to go and buy watch or something? So I think that what the president is saying, that you should really take good care of the vehicles. We won't tolerate misuse, waste, or indiscipline. It's very important. Baumia to secure over 65% in MPP primaries. This is coming from a Japan side. This comes on the back of some 118 parliamentary candidates in 2024 elections that they've thrown their weight behind the former vice president. Also, newly installed Kutiazongo chief pledges unity and development, and court adjourns with challenging detention of Seidu Abagri. So these are some of the stories you can find on the portal, that is City Newsroom portal. But we really want to go without mentioning this one too. Frank Davis, who is one of the lawyers for the former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta, says that we are working to resolve Ofori-Atta's U.S. detention, which Pebu has also said that the detention alone doesn't mean justice, but then again is urging the U.S. government to fast-track processes when it comes to the detention. And what do we have on Channel One?
Newsonline.com.
Yeah.
So on Channel1 Newsonline.com, that story you just ended with is a big story. Ofori-Atta's U.S. detention not linked to extradition, according to Frank Davis. Other stories you'll find: Professor Opoku Ajimai, integrity and accountability central to government anti-corruption agenda. And Ghana needs Kenya Japan to reset governance. Kwaku Kwarteng says so. Why are you laughing?
Uncle Kennedy, 31st January will be an interesting day. Very 31st.
Is 30th or 31st?
31st. 31st is the day for the primaries.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very interesting day. Looking at the candidates involved and how they've been able to. Yes, but you know, some people will be like a submarine.
Submarine.
So submarine, you are under the sea and you are working.
Oh, you mean some people? Okay, without the noise attached to it. Okay.
Without anybody noticing. Okay. You know that the former education minister is in there.
Yes. Brian.
No. The former education minister, that is, his name escaped me. Edichum is in there. Brian Echampon is in there. We have Kwabena Ejapon also in there. We have Kennedy also in there. Uncle Ken is also in there. And we have Baumia also in there. So it's going to be an interesting race. And if you listen to the camps of the various candidates, it's just interesting.
Everybody says it's going well. Delegates are receiving them well. The support is massive. But like General Mosquito says,
you can't try. It was actually the man who said you can't trust delegates. that is what's the man who passed? Sir John.
Sir John
says that you can't trust delegates.
trust
So,
delegates.
though you would want to go and speak to them and all that, like Sir John said, you would have to fear delegates.
Fear delegates on the 31st
so
of
on
January.
the 1st of January, we will tell you whether your message went down well with them, or whatever plan you have for them, you'll be able to give you the nod to lead the party in the 2028 general elections. Yeah.
Right. Other stories you'll find on ChannelOneNewsOnline.com. SNIT approves 10% increase in pension payments for 2026. That's some good news there. Mahama, my government won't tolerate misuse of state resources. Other stories you'll find, pardon me, technology is playing games. Okay, other stories you'll find, Mahama presents 100 pickups to police service. The minority helicopter tragedy should have strengthened Galamsey fight. You saw the minority presser yesterday, where Mama Pat addressed the press on what their impressions were on President John Dramani Mahama's first year
fight against the illegal
Yes,
mining
and they said
taking.
he has woefully failed in the fight against Galamsey. Other stories you'll find on ChannelOneNewsOnline.com. Nooks fights for student representation on Scholarship Authority Board. You're responsible for $214 million loss. Accept it, Minority tells Gold Board. And government to replace TV license with public media levy. $214 million loss. Minority slams BOG governor for oversight failures. And Liv Rawlinson's ideals to honor his legacy. Zanato to Ghanaians. G-Tech withdraws recognition of ICAG over CEO's fake doctorates claim. If you come down here to the trending stories, Mahama commissions ultra-modern digital printing center at Ghana Publishing Company. MFWA backs government's plan to replace TV license with public media levy. And Kofi Kinata's Have Mercy 2 ranks second on Audiomack in December 2025. And there are more stories. Nigerian musicians Adenkule Gold and Simi become parents to twins. T-Pain surprises family with private jet after $100 million catalog sale. Charlie, people are living life. There's also been a one-week observance.
T-Pain surprises family with private jet.
Yes.
Wow.
After $100 million catalog sale.
Wow. Wow. T-Pain.
Wow. What can wow, sir? Yeah. Wow. All right, other stories you'll find. 1 week observance held for late gospel singer Mami Tiwa. And help us fight crimes, the IGP to the public. IGP uses new patrol vehicles. He says use new patrol vehicles to protect, not intimidate. And help us clear 13.6 million Ghana City electricity debt. That's the GBC to government. Those are some of the stories you'll find. In the business news, GRA Guta agree on transitional measures for new VAT law. And you heard me earlier say that SNIT has approved a 10% increase in pension payments for 2026. You're responsible for $214 million loss. Accept it, the minority is telling Gold Board. And from 23.8% to 5.4%, what Ghana's inflation means for households and businesses. Right.
Beautiful. So just briefly on the graphic online, although they didn't come in with the hard copy, a few of them here. Man burned to death in suspected arson attack at Asin Fusu. Also, President John Dramani Mahama pledges government support to graphic communications. We also have a story here that the president is committed to ethical leadership, calls for unity. Another bus smuggling over 1,000 ammunition to northern Ghana from Accra intercepted by police at Asankreri barrier. Also, there is the story of Kennedy Ejapon, rather Ken Oforiatta, who has been detained in the U.S. I think some of these stories are just old stories.
Old stories. Okay,
yeah,
I'm on gna.org.gh. Some of the stories you'll find: Oferiatta detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Singapore company to build housing units for security forces. The president says so. Immigration Service arrests foreign nationals for counterfeiting and cyber fraud. President Mahama presents 100 pickup vehicles to police service. Women farmers urge government to boost agricultural productivity through financial support. In the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON 2025, all set for quarter-final showdown. Okay, that's a bit late, but yeah.
Interesting. So these are some of the stories we've brought to you on the online portals. You'd want to visit ChannelOne, more newsonline.com or citynewsroom.com for more. It's going to be an interesting morning. Stay with us here. We have more for you on the show. Just itching to enter into the AIDS conversation so that we can see what really the issue is. Because I remember very well, sometime past, you would find the education being intensified. So videos were circulating. You would find adverts being aired. People, the awareness was there. And I'm sure you know of the ABC. The
Yes,
abstain, be faithful, and use condom.
There used to be a song.
Yeah, there used to be a song. When they come here, we definitely ask them what has happened to that song.
Okay, to our viewers, if you remember that song, please, 0204-447-033, 0204-447-033. That's the WhatsApp number. Send that message. If you remember the HIV song that used to, it used to play repeatedly. Jude and I have sang it on a Saturday show before, but
really?
for the life of me, I can't remember it. So our memories are just not working. But please, kindly, if you remember the HIV song that, we used to sing, just to throw awareness out there for people to be careful, especially when HIV was at the height.
Yeah.
It
was actually that
really
time
paying
where they brought
attention
Things We Do for Laugh, one of the TV series. Also
yes,
to
it was
push
also,
that.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
one of the things. Yeah,
I remember.
Anyway, so we take a quick break here. When we come back, we have more for you on the show. Stay with us. This